Lola, are you gonna give me a hand to do this? Thank you, sweetheart. I love you. She's so pretty. Hey, I decided to do the headlights first because the brakes are so hot. It's a nightmare. Anyways, so you want to use a 12-volt tester. Make sure it works. It works. Beep, beep, beep. And you want to identify which one is the power for your signal light. Now mine happens to be the white one. Turn your signal light on and you connect to the wire and you'll see this one blink with your signal light. And then I put a little jumper wire on here. Bump. And then I also put a jumper wire on here because that's for the headlights. And this is for, the red is for DRL and this is for turn signals. These flash orange turn signals. That's why I got the more expensive ones, and that's one of the things it has. So I want it to be hooked up, so that's what you got to do. This one is ground, high beam, low beam, and then daytime running light, which I don't have. And I like to be able to have no headlights if I want to. And then I don't like these little round pushing ones, so I put in insulated spade connectors. So let's get this headlight in there and hook it up and show you how it works. Just a little tip, make sure your wire is long enough because you want it to go through there and come in the back. I broke my own rule. I had to use a butt connector. Butt connector. That's a funny name. It sounds like it should be like a dating website or something. Join the butt connector. Anyway, you want the wire to be able to go from the turn signal through there and then come in the back and use your butt connector. All right, that's my mistake. And instead of just putting a new wire right from there, I made sure I spliced it 2 more times just to have a couple more places where it can fail. No, I'm not sure, but I believe the cord goes in the bottom just because if it can go 1 or 2 ways, I gotta put it the wrong way first. So I put my wires coming out of the bottom. And make sure you test it before you put it all together. My parking light's not working there, but that's nothing to do with it. Look at that. That's pretty neat, eh? Is the headlight flashing? It is too. That's gotta get somebody's attention. That's pretty neat. Okay, also, it may seem like this ring isn't gonna fit around here, but it's a really tight fit, like butt connector tight. Live tonight at the butt connector. I'm just kidding, sounds like I'm a nightclub now. Okay, and I put 4 screws in. There wasn't 4 before, but I put 4 in now, so this is nice and tight. It's not gonna shake. Nice and tight. Anyway, all done. Put the cover back on, and let's go try it out. I'll show you what it looks like at nighttime. Okay, couple things I noticed when I took off the frickin' wheel. Wondering why the studs are sticking out so far. Anyone pick up on what's going on there? And this is the F250. I think it's a dually. And they put the spacers on it. It's a dually rear end, and they put the spacers on it and turned it into a 1-ton because they changed the box on it. It's got a new box on it and a new cab. So what I think they did was put it on a 350 frame. Actually, to tell you the truth, I better check the VIN numbers on here and make sure, see what this options came with. I'm pretty sure that's an F350. But this wheel was getting super hot and I didn't drive very far. I drove like 10 minutes to my shop. Just didn't do some checking on because he said that the transmission leaked out like 2 liters a week or 3 liters a week, and that I shouldn't drive it. The transmission's gonna go, and that's why I got a good deal on it. In actual fact, there's a few other things. I asked him if there's anything else wrong with it. He said no. But this one was sticking on. I thought I left the emergency brake on. It was my fault, but no. Piston broke. If you look in here, see that piston? It's gone. It's rusted. It's gone. Piston broke. See the big chunks out of it? They're gone. So I'm gonna see if I can push it in. I'm gonna see if I can push it in and put some vice grips on the brake lines and just disarm this brake, I guess. This back pad doesn't look that bad, so it makes me think that it wasn't really working, but it wasn't releasing. You know what I mean? Like it might be stuck. So, suck your toe. All the way to Mexico. I'm gonna get my caliper thingamabooba-doober and let's film me see if I can wreck this caliper. Okay, I got my little caliper spreader thingy-mabobber-doodle that I got off Amazon. This is a 2-piston caliper. You know how I know that? There's 1 piston and 2 pistons. Alrighty then. Let's see if I can cause some damage. Let's hold it this way. I'm trying to get it so you guys can see what's going on without squirting fluid all over your face. Because no one likes to be squirted in the face. And you turn and turn and turn and turn and turn. So I wonder if I can just push it back. Get the piston pushed in. And then if it's gonna push back, just put it back in until I can get something, get a new caliper. Because I'm stuck here. I don't have another vehicle here and I don't live close to my shop where I work on vehicles. So it's either make it drive or me and Lola are gonna walk home. Ooh, this is pushing hard. This one really piston broke. Unless I've not got this on right. I don't want to break my tool. I can't do it either way though. What the hell is going on? Come on, Jimmy Mac. What are you doing, ding dong? Ding dong, the witch is dead. I wish I had my big water pump pliers here. Because it seems like it... There, I think I was pushing on the actual caliper. No, see how it's bending here? I don't like that. I don't want to break my little tool. God damn it. Let's release it. Release me. Maybe I can do it this way. Yeah, put it in there more so it gets a better bite on it. And I'm not just using the tip of the tool. I mean, you know, everyone knows what happens if you just use the tip. It gets worn out and broke off. God damn it, I got my bleeder screw all the way out too. Maybe a C-clamp would work better. Okay. Next, let's go back to the drawing board. I don't know, maybe people don't want to watch me sit here and fight. Oh, the piston's breaking as I try and push it in. Isn't that wonderful? Look at pieces are falling off as I try and squish it in. Maybe I just shouldn't drive this piece of shit tonight. But I want to drive it. Lola's sleeping in the front seat and everything. Okay, pause. Oh, I was like, where's that from? What is that? Oh, that's part of the piston that fell off. That's weird. I've never seen one like rust in half and break like that. Bolted them on the side. That's weird. F-O-R-D. Anyways, so what I did is I got the pads back on there. I loopy-looped everything up here on the sliders. And I pushed the pistons back, like far. And I think they're crooked or whatever, but I hope they don't work anyway. And I put some brake disengager clampy thingy in my bobbers, vice grips on there. And I'm gonna put the caliper back on. I got the copper washers on there. And I should have another one. Anyway, it's probably on the brake line. Nope, there's nothing on the brake line, so I gotta find the bolt. Anyways, so I'll find the bolt and put it all back together with the washer on there. I don't reckon, there it is. And I think that, yeah, there's a copper washer on there too. Now, you can reuse these copper washers, but you should probably re-anneal them, which means heat them up to a certain degree. I can't remember what it is. But when you do that, they puff back up a little bit, and then they seal better. So I'm gonna clean them up, put it all back together, leave my clamping, my bobbers on there. You better not come before I come too quick. I'll put the clamps back on. And then I won't recommend driving like this. I'm just using it so I can move it out of the shop without fluid getting everywhere until I get a new caliper and new brake pads, etc., etc. So that's my diagnosis for the day, that I've found out this is an F350. Now hopefully we didn't cook the axles because everything got so hot and melt seals in the axles. But for now, I'm going to put it all back together and take it for a boot around the block and see if the brakes don't hold anymore, which is good, or just park it outside. Anyway, I don't want this thing blocking up my shop, and I got other stuff to come in tomorrow. So bye-bye for now. Thanks for watching.